But it is late. It is after 8 o'clock. We deadheaded 400 and I don't know, 400 plus miles from where we was unloaded in Alabama, Georgia, over here to, I'm going to say this wrong, Marana or something like that, Florida. Deadheaded us over here to Florida, pick up a load in Panama City down at the port tomorrow. I don't have a trick card, so I got to get an escort. I'm trying to find good lighting here where you can actually see my face. Maybe this is where we need to be. All right. So anyways, like I said, 400 and some miles down. We're going to pick up tomorrow down in Panama City at the port. And I don't have a trick card, like I said, so we got to pay for an escort. I don't know how long that's going to take. Hopefully it's not an all-day deal, but I said that last time when we were there all day on my last load. And this load is going 2,400 miles to Stockton, California. My favorite place, California. I love California, not really, but that's where it's going. So we're going to roll out of here. It's supposed to be over there at 9 o'clock. I'm going to roll out here about 7:30, and we're about 50 miles out right now, about an hour out. So we'll get down there about 8:30. Try to get down there about 8 if I can. Maybe we'll out at 7. We'll see. And we'll go from there. Hopefully get loaded and head to California. So we made it over here to Panama City at the port. We come down about 60 miles, like an hour and some change. Traffic got pretty bad down towards the last 10 miles. Stop and go for a while. When we made it over here, I was told I'd have to get an escort and pay because I don't have a TWIC card to get in here, but actually the location of where I'm picking up is Berg Pipe and it's just inside the gate. So all I have to do is get a visitor's pass, which doesn't cost anything. So we're sitting in line right now. There's one truck ahead of me. We've been here for about 20 minutes. We're getting 4 pieces of 36-inch steel pipe, probably the full length of the trailer, or pretty close, like 48 feet or something like that. And it's supposed to weigh 45,000. We'll see what it weighs. But that's what we're doing, just waiting to get loaded. Over here, it's hot out. Up over 100 degrees right now, and it's 9:30 in the morning. So hopefully I don't die in this heat. But that's it. We'll get loaded and go from there. So this is what we got. It's gonna be a little loud. I got some machinery running and my truck's running. It's really hot, it's over 100 degrees here in Florida. But this is what we got. We got this green pipe strapped down, strapped over the top, and layer straps on the bottom. About 45 feet or so of this green steel pipe. About 45,000 pounds, I think. So that's what we got. Headed to Stockton, California. Gulfport, Mississippi. We got loaded over in Panama City. I think I showed you the load. We might run out and look at the load here. I'll go over what I got, get a better view of it and talk about it. So we left Panama City and we drove a total of 322 miles a day, probably like 200 and something from Panama City over to Gulfport. We're at the Flying J over here. Rolled in here at just at 6 o'clock, about 5:45 we rolled in here. And we stopped in Loxley, Alabama. I think that's how you say it, Loxley or something like that, Alabama, and got fuel at the Loves, filled her up. And we are ready to rock and roll. So we're gonna take a 10-hour break here, wake up in the morning, and then try to crank out probably like 450, 500 a day. And I think we can be in Stockton, California by Tuesday afternoon, if everything goes right. So that's what we got. Not a lot happened. Come through a couple rainstorms and across the panhandle of Florida in through Alabama and Mississippi. Louisiana? Did we go through Louisiana? No, I think we go through Louisiana tomorrow. But I've never come this way before, so I've seen a lot of new scenery coming out through there, out through Florida, Alabama, and Mississippi. And we'll be, I think, over through Louisiana tomorrow. So, and I'm not sure of the route yet we're taking. Obviously, we're going the way we're going now, but there's two different routes I can run. Basically, run 10 the whole way across through Texas, and then pick up 40, or I can go from, I think, pick up like 12 and head north up towards like Dallas, and then up across into Oklahoma City, and out across 40, and then up through like Utah and Nevada, and up over into California that way. I think that's the way I'm going. I haven't decided yet. But anyways, that's what we got. Yeah, that's about it. We'll go from there. Louisiana, just outside of Lafayette, I believe. So we left Gulfport, Mississippi this morning at like 6 o'clock. We drove 283 miles, 284 miles over here, and we're doing a half-hour break and a load check. So we got about 280. We got about 200 miles. I think we're gonna go about 480 over into Texas is where we plan on stopping tonight. So that's what we've got going on there. So yeah, just doing a half-hour break. We're at the Loves in, what did I say, Alexandria, and we'll do a half-hour break and then keep rolling to do another 200 miles over to just east of Dallas is where we plan on stopping. We'll see how that works out, but that's what the plan is. So anyways, I wanted to show you guys this load, so I'm going to jump out. Hopefully it's not too loud. If it's too loud, I'll just wait and see if we can find the rest area where it's not as loud. But I'm going to jump out and go over, I'll show you this load, how I strapped it down, and everything like that. So I want to go over this load real quick with you. So this is the 4-pipe load that I got, and I'm going to go over securement real quick. So I got layer straps, one there, one there, one there, and one there. So I got 4 across the bottom on the layer, and they pull alternate, meaning I got a buckle on this one, and then it's strapped to the rub rail on that one, and then a buckle on that one, and strapped to the rub rail up there. That's my 4 pieces on the bottom, or 4 straps on the bottom, and I got 2 in the last 5 feet. That would be those 2 there, this one and this one, and of course they're pulling. I got a buckle here, or a winch there, and a buckle there. All right, and then we'll talk about this little one here, and little one here at the end. That's something completely different. And then I put one about every 5 feet across here. I got one there, I got one there, I got one there, got one there, got one there, and then in the front I got 2 within the first 5 feet. And then this one here is what they call a choke strap or a gut wrap. You can see up underneath there, or maybe you can't. I got the two buckles hooked together and they wrap around, squeezing them pipes together. I call it a choke strap. And that is how I secured this load down. This load weighs 31,000 pounds. I thought they told me on the paperwork it was 45, but it's 31,000 pounds. So it's a pretty light load actually. It's running down the road pretty good. So that's what we got on my 4 pipe load and how I secured it.